You're watching TCCN.ca, and I am your host, your home improvement girl, Denise. Now, we are doing a special back-to-school edition of TCCN.ca because before you get into the construction industry, you have to start with a good education. So we've brought you here to Vancouver Technical High School, and we are speaking right now with the principal. This is Dave Derpak. Dave, how are you today?
Just great, thanks. How are you?
I'm great. So I want you to tell me a little bit about the history of this school. When I got here, I saw this school is enormous and it's gorgeous. I mean, it has art on the front. Why don't you give me some background on this?
So the technical name is from the origin of the school. It was a boys' technical school when it started in 1916. This building's been here since 1927. It's been a big part of Vancouver for many, many years. It's no longer just a boys' technical school. It's open to male and female students, but it's a full range of courses that are offered here. In terms of Vancouver, we call it a comprehensive high school, but it's retained its technical origin.
Now, before we get into a little bit more about what's going on inside the school, why don't you tell me about yourself? How did you get into teaching?
Sure. I've been teaching for a long time. I was involved in a lot of coaching and physical education and in organizing many things. And from there, moved on to a vice principalship. And now I think I'm in my 11th year as a principal. So
how many principals have preceded you?
In this building, I think since the school opened in 1916, I think I am the 12th principal in the history of the school.
Dirty dozen.
That could be said, yes.
So as we take a look inside, we're going to notice there's a lot of multicultural stuff going on. There's definitely a huge variety of stuff in this school. Why don't you tell me about that?
Sure. The Globe and Mail wrote an article on the school about 4 or 5 years ago and felt that the school is the most culturally diverse school in Canada. There's over 57 different languages. But above and beyond that, we find that there's so many curricular offerings in the building, from French immersion to English literature to graphics, that culinary arts, hairdressing, even though I don't have any, just a huge array of opportunities for students to learn.
So I guess the hairdressing program, they don't practice on you.
They don't. No, I'm hoping that they'll find a cure really quickly, but no one has so far. But just from culinary arts to hairdressing to graphics to metalwork to, we have First Nations programs. It's just a huge array of courses that allow students to grow and learn in different ways.
Now, we're here specifically to take a look at the programs that have to do with construction, examples, electronics, and drafting, and woodworking. So how would you describe those programs in this school?
Well, they give the opportunity, I think, for students who are, in some cases, on a university track to kind of dabble or learn or explore in other areas. And it's just a wonderful opportunity. We've got, as I mentioned, and you'll see in a few minutes when you go on your tour, the drafting room is, 750 square meters. We have the largest woodwork rooms and metalwork rooms in the province, and just an array of equipment that allows students, again, to explore and grow, and in some cases express themselves artistically, and in some cases learn the kind of skills that they're going to use in the trades should they continue on into that area.
Well, Dave, I want to thank you for letting us come and take a tour and speaking with you today.
Not a worry. You're welcome anytime.
All right, let's get in there. Hi, I'm Denise, and this is our back-to-school edition of TCCN.ca. Today, we're checking out the woodwork shop, and I am going to try my hands at carpentry. Okay, well, we're here at the woodworking shop with Rory Brown. Hi, Rory. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Well, yes, good.
Thanks for being here with us today and talking with us. Sure. So, I got a lot of questions for you. This place is huge. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of machinery. Why don't you tell us what got you interested in teaching this class?
Well, I like kids. I like teenagers, so I knew I wanted to do something with people, and I like working with my hands, and so I tried to find a way to combine those two things together, and my parents are both teachers, so it seemed like a natural fit, and it's pretty fun.
So it runs in the family then?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, for better or for worse, sure.
How long have you been teaching?
This is year 12. So yeah, middle of year 12.
That's great. Yeah. So why don't you tell me about some of the projects that you guys work on? Is it always the same? Do you change it up every year? What changes from 8 to 12?
Well, grade 8s do little stuff, toys like the dinosaur you're holding right there.
That was a surprise.
The little things, toys toys like that. That seems to get their interest in working with their hands. Lots of those kids have never done anything with their hands before. And then as we move through the grades, like grade 9, grade 10, we do a small piece of furniture. And then grade 11 and grade 12, they sort of move into more commercial grade stuff like cabinets and coffee tables and that kind of thing. And we have done in the past boat building, canoes and kayaks. And one year we actually built a full-size house on that side of the shop in the middle of the room. And then we took it all apart and took it over to Gabriel Island and put it back together again and made it into a vacation house, which we...
Really?
Yeah.
Do people actually go vacation there?
Yeah, it was one of our vice principals. He put up the money to pay for the materials, and we built him this house, and we made it so that we could take it all apart, take the walls apart piece by piece, and then we put it on a truck and shipped it out. And yeah, it was a really neat year. So different.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was great for the kids, and it was something really that they could picture that was really real, unlike that dinosaur you're holding. But the toys, that kind of thing, really interested kids. I have to get them the hook into them because it's an elective program. So once they sort of realize that they can do things with their hands and it's fun and that they can make money at it, then off we go.
Yeah, this little guy's my favorite. Rawr, rawr. So why don't you tell me about some of the bigger projects, like something that you really are proud of?
Yeah, this coffee table a kid made last year, one of my grade 12 kids, and he's now in the joinery program at BCIT. So, it's a curved, bent cherry veneer. There's lots to it. There's really technically difficult project to make, and he lent it to me to show you guys. So here it is, and this is this is pretty high end for furniture. Lots of curved parts and lots of veneer work, and this is sort of the uppermost kind of thing we'd make as far as furniture goes. But we have, like I said, done boats and construction and stuff like that. So yeah.
I really liked that bowl that you showed me. That was really nice.
Layered. Yeah, we do some ornamental things like that for kids who maybe don't have room in their house for something large, or they want to try something really technically difficult on a different scale. We have that. We were really well equipped room here at Vancouver Tech. So we've got everything, and there's a real variety of things happening at the senior level.
So speaking of that, of all the variety of stuff that you have to work with here, when somebody takes this class, what kind of field would they go into post-secondary, other than, obviously carpentry, and what other kind of options would they have?
Well, we've had lots of kids move from our program into sort of wood science programs at university, which can go, engineering direction, or it can go sort of to plant management, people working in industry at a window factory or at a furniture factory, and then we have a huge amount of kids who just are interested in being a technical generalist. So they're just out there doing something, building maintenance, or this is their first window into the trades. And, really everything. Engineering this kind of makes up a big body of the students we see. But high school it's really early to make those choices. So what we're trying to do here is just kind of give them a taste of things. And then they move on from there and they can make choices, because most kids haven't been exposed to this kind of stuff before. So, yeah.
Well, I didn't take woodworking class, so let's go expose me to some of these really cool machines. We'll go drill some holes, check things out, and go from there. Thank you.
Good. You're welcome.
All right.